You know, so we set out to move mountains to part seas, to change the course of mighty rivers. But you know what happened? He got tired. He got discouraged. He felt small in the face of such enormous tasks. Okay, now, here's where it gets interesting. You don't change the world by moving mountains. You change the world by moving pebbles one at a time. Life isn't about those rare mountain-moving moments. It's about the pebbles. Carve new paths and reshape landscapes. The Wright brothers didn't wake up one morning and fly across the Atlantic. They started with a bicycle shop in a dream. Thomas Edison didn't invent the light bulb in a day. He tried thousands of materials before finding the right. Each of those attempts was a step. Now, I want you to pause for a moment and think about your own life. Where are you right now? Are you standing at the foot of your own mountain, looking up at a peak that seems catching your breath? Success isn't a destination. It's not some magical place where you arrive and suddenly everything new's perfect. No, success is a journey. And the key to that process is believing in every step you take. Let me break it down for you. When you believe in every step, three amazing things happen. You stay motivated. You don't get overwhelmed. You don't get discouraged. You just keep moving forward. One foot in front of the other. But there's always a lesson if you're paying attention. Each step you take, make the next one easier. It's like rolling a snowball down a hill. It starts small, but it grows with every turn. But what if I take a wrong step? What if I fail? Well, let me tell you something about failure. Failure isn't the opposite of success. It's part of success. When you believe in every step, you understand that even the missteps have value. That make you stronger, that prepare you for the road ahead. Entrepreneur. He had a brilliant idea for a new product, but when he launched it, crickets. The market wasn't ready. The timing was off. But here's the thing. He didn't give up. He didn't stop believing in his steps. What can I learn from this? And you know what? The insights he gained from that failure, which turned out to be a massive success. That's the power of believing in every step. Turns setbacks into setups. It turns obstacles into opportunities. Fear of what others might think. These fears can paralyze us, make us hesitate, make us doubt every step we take. And feelings, well, they can be changed. When you believe in every step you take, you're telling fear, I see you, but I'm not going to let you stop me. The unknown can be scary. Yes, you might not be good enough yet. And yes, others might judge, but their opinions don't. Define your journey. Belief. It's like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. And when you apply that belief to every step you take, you become unstoppable. Let me share another story with you. Let's call her Sarah. Sarah had a dream of running her own business, but she had a full-time job, 2 kids, and a mortgage to pay. The mountain of entrepreneurship seemed impossibly high, but Sarah decided to believe in every step. She started small. She spent an hour each night. After the kids were in bed working on her business plan, that was a step. She saved a little bit from each paycheck to build her startup fund. Another step. She attended a local networking event once a month. None of these steps seemed particularly grand or world-changing at the time. 2 years later, challenges, moments of doubt. She kept learning. She kept growing. Today, Sarah's business is thriving. She's created jobs. That's the thing about steps. They add up. The compound. It's like compound interest for your life. Every step you take and believe in doesn't just move you forward. In today's world, we're surrounded by images of overnight success. We see stories of people who seem to have it all figured out. who seem to have reached the peak without breaking a sweat. Those stories are myths. They're highlight reels that skip over the hard work, the doubts, the failures. Play skip over the steps. Real success, lasting success, doesn't happen overnight. It happens step by step, day by day. It happens when you're willing to show up, to put in the work, even when no one else does. When you believe in every step, you don't need overnight success, because you're not waiting to arrive at some magical destination to feel fulfilled. You're finding fulfillment in the journey itself. When you believe in every step, something that often gets overlooked. It's easy to overlook the small victories along the way. Start celebrating your small wins. Did you make that phone call you have been putting off? Celebrate it. Did you learn a new skill that might come in handy down the road? Celebrate it. Did you choose a healthy meal instead of fast food? Guess what? Because when you believe in every step, you understand that these small wins, there are signs of progress, proof of your commitment, building blocks of the life you're creating, believing in every step. It's not something you do on Monday and forget about. For the rest of the week, it's a daily practice. It's a way of life. Consistency is what turns actions into habits and habits into lasting change. And when you believe in every step, consistency becomes natural. It becomes who you are, not just something you do. Imagine you're building a brick wall. Each brick represents a step, an action, a decision. Now, if you lay one brick perfectly, but then take a week off, what do you have? Just a brick on the ground. But if you show up every day and lay your bricks, even if they're not perfect, even if some days you only manage to lay one or two, over time you will have a wall, and that wall can become a house, a castle, cathedral. And showing up consistently to take those steps. Comparison. In today's hyper-connected world, it's so easy to look at others and feel like we're falling behind, to see someone else's success and think, why not me? Why am I still here taking these small steps? Comparison is the thief of joy, and it's also the enemy of progress. Because when you're busy looking at someone else's journey, you're not focused on your own. You're not believing in your own steps. Remember, your journey is unique. The only person you should be competing with is the person you were yesterday. Are you taking more steps today than you did yesterday? Are you believing in those steps more deeply? That's what matters. Those people you're comparing yourself to, they're on their own journey, their own steps to believe in. Success isn't a finite resource. Someone else's success doesn't diminish the potential of your own. Celebrate. Let their journeys inspire you. Motivate. You show you what can be achieved when you believe in every step. Something that's crucial when it comes to believing in every step. Brazilians. Because let's face it, not every step is going to be easy. Not every step is going to feel good. There will be times when you stumble, when you fall, when you feel like you're moving backwards instead of forwards. Resilience is what allows you to get back up. Dust yourself off and keep going. And when you believe in every step, you build that resilience naturally. Have value. They're making you stronger. They're teaching you lessons that will serve you for the rest of your journey. I will give you an example. Who spent working on a novel. He believed in every word he wrote. When he finally finished, he was sure it was going to be his big break. But guess what? Rejection after rejection poured in. How many people would have given up at this point? It didn't work out. Maybe I'm not cut out for this. He saw those rejections as part of the journey. He went back to his manuscript, refined it, improved it. He studied the market, learned about self-publishing, built a platform for himself. It became a self-published bestseller. All because this writer had the resilience to keep believing, to keep taking steps. And it's something you build, play believing in every step you take. Believing in every step doesn't mean you don't have a bigger picture in mind. In fact, it's quite the opposite. Having a clear vision of where you want to go is what gives meaning to each step. If you're taking a road trip, you need to know your destination, but you also need to pay attention to the road right in front of you. You need to make each turn, navigate each intersection, adjust for traffic and weather. Your destination gives purpose to the journey, but it's your attention to each moment of the drive that gets you there safely. Have a clear vision of where you want to go, on the step, because that's where your power lies. Did you take each step as you move forward on your journey? You might see opportunities you never imagined. You might discover strengths you didn't know you had, and that's okay. That's part of the journey too. Trusting yourself, believing in every step doesn't mean you have to be moving all the time. Sometimes, the most important step you can take is to pause, to rest, to recharge. We often feel guilty about taking breaks, hustling. We're falling behind. We lose our creativity, our passion, our ability to see the bigger picture, to keep taking those steps day after day, year after year. So I want you to start seeing, believe in it, just as much as you believe in your active steps. Take time to recharge, to reflect, to celebrate how far you have come, because those moments of best are often where our best ideas come from. They're where we gain perspective, and speaking of why believing in every step becomes a whole lot easier, your purpose is like a compass, infuses them with meaning. Even the most mundane tasks can feel significant because you understand how they fit into the bigger picture. So I want to challenge you to get clear on your why. Why are you on this journey? What difference do you want to make in the world? What legacy do you want to leave? When you can answer these questions, believing in every step becomes natural because you understand that each step, no matter how small, is bringing you closer to fulfilling your purpose. Something that's absolutely crucial when it comes to believing in every step. Self-talk, the way you speak to yourself. The story you tell yourself about your journey has an enormous impact on your ability to keep moving forward. We all have an inner critic, that voice that says, "You're not good enough. You're not making progress fast enough. Who do you think you are to even attempt this?" And let me tell you, it can make you doubt every step you take. You have the power to change that voice. You have the power to become your own biggest cheerleader, your own strongest supporter. And it starts with believing in every step you take. When you believe in your steps, you start to talk to yourself differently. Instead of, "I'm not there yet," you say, "I'm on my way. I'm getting stronger with every challenge." Instead of, "I don't know if I can do this," you say, "I'm figuring it out one step at a time." This shift in self-talk. Because the truth is, you are making progress. You are getting stronger. You are figuring it out. Every step you take is proof of that. So I want you to start paying attention to your self-talk. Catch those negative thoughts and reframe them. Celebrate your efforts. To a dear friend, end on the same journey. Because when you become your own biggest supporter, when you truly believe in every step you take, there's no limit to what you can achieve. In this fast-paced world, the ability to adapt is not just an advantage. It's a necessity. When you believe in every step you take, ready to pivot when necessary. What do they have in common? They're not just good at what they do. They see change not as a threat. Unexpected directions. Take the example of a small local bookstore I knew. They've been doing things the same way. But when online retailers started dominating the market, they didn't throw in the towel. No, book clubs. They even started their own online store with personalized book recommendations. Each of these steps. And you know what? It became a community hub, a place where book lovers gathered not just to buy books, all because they were willing to adapt to take new steps and play to believe in those steps. That's the power of adaptability. It's not about changing who you are or abandoning your goals. It's about finding new paths to reach those goals, new ways to express who you are. And when you believe in every step, adaptation becomes an exciting journey rather than a fearful order. Believing in every step you take doesn't mean you have to take those steps alone. In fact, surrounding yourself with the right people can you make all the difference in your journey. When you're climbing a mountain, having a good team can be the difference between reaching the summit and turning back halfway. The same is true in life. The right community can support you, challenge you, inspire you to keep taking those steps. You need to choose your community wisely. Surround yourself with people who believe in the power of steps, who understand the success is a journey, not a destination. Who will encourage you to keep going when you stumble? Who will remind you of how far you have come when you forget? It's about what you can give. When you believe in every step you take, you become an inspiration to others. Your journey, your persistence, your growth, all of these can motivate someone else to keep going, to keep believing in their own steps. I remember a group of aspiring entrepreneurs who formed a mastermind group. They met every week to share their progress, their challenges, their insights. Each of them was on a different path with different goals, but they all shared one thing in common. In those meetings, magic happened. Solutions were found. Partnerships were formed. But most importantly, belief was strengthened. Because when one person was feeling discouraged, the others were there to remind them of how far they'd come. That's the power of community. It's a support system for your journey. And it's a reminder you're not walking it alone in our world of instant gratification. Patience has become something of a lost art. We want success, and we want it now. But here's the truth. Real lasting success doesn't work that way. It's built step by step, day by day, and that requires patience. When you believe in every step you take, you develop a different relationship with time. You understand that good things take time to grow to mature, to become what they're meant to be. You see the value in the process, not just the outcome. A master craftsman creating a beautiful piece of furniture. They don't rush. They don't take shortcuts. They believed in every step of the process, from selecting the wood to carving, the finishing. Each step is done with care. Attention. What's belief? Masterpiece that stands the test of time. Your life, your goals, your dreams. They're your masterpiece. And they deserve the same level of patience, the same belief in every step of the process. Patience isn't about sitting back and waiting for things to happen. It's about continuing to take those steps day after day. It's about trusting the process, believing in your journey, and understanding that every step is bringing you closer to your goals, even if the progress isn't always visible. I know a woman who decided to change careers in her 40s. She'd been in finance for 2 decades. Conservation. Making that switch wasn't easy. She had to go back to school. Start at entry-level positions, learn an entirely new field. There were times when she felt like she was, what's a step towards your true calling? It took years of learning, of struggling, of slowly building her expertise and reputation in her new field. But because she believed in every step, because she had the patience to see her journey through, eventually became a respected leader. Environmental policy. That's the power of patience combined with belief in every step. It allows you to play the long game, to build something truly meaningful when you believe in every step you take. It's crucial that those steps are authentically yours, not steps you think you should take based on others' expectations. What steps that align with your true self, your values, passions. There's a lot of noise out there. A lot of voices telling you what success should look like, what you should follow, what steps you should take. And it's easy to get caught up in that, to start taking steps that aren't really yours. When you take steps that aren't authentic to you, it becomes very hard to believe in them. They feel off-forced, like you're trying to walk in shoes that don't quite fit. Authenticity is about having the courage to be yourself, to follow your own path, to take steps that feel true to you. I remember a young man who came from a family of doctors. Everyone expected him to follow in their footsteps. He started down that path, taking all the right steps towards medical school. Deep down, his passion was in music, in creating sounds that could move people's souls. For a long time, he tried to convince himself that he could believe in the steps towards becoming but the truth was, those steps felt empty to him. It was only when he had the courage to change direction, to start taking steps towards a career in music, that he truly started to believe in every step he took. And you know what? That belief transformed his journey. Suddenly, even the hardest steps, the long hours of practice, the rejection from record labels, the struggle to make ends meet, all of it became meaningful because these were his authentic steps he could truly believe in. Today, he's a successful composer, creating music for films and TV shows. He's living a life that's authentically his, taking steps he truly believes in. And that authenticity shines through in his work, touching the hearts of millions. That's the power of authenticity. When you take steps that are true to who you are, believing in those steps becomes natural. And that belief becomes a powerful force propelling you forward, helping you overcome obstacles, and ultimately leading you to a life that's genuinely fulfilling. A growth mindset is the belief that your abilities and intelligence can be developed through effort, learning, and persistence. It's the opposite of a fixed mindset, which believes that your qualities are carved in stone. When you believe in every step you take, you're naturally cultivating a growth mindset. You understand that each step, each challenge is an opportunity to grow, to learn, to become better. Challenges and setbacks, instead of seeing them as proof of your limitations, you see them. You don't say, "I can't do this." You say, "I can't do this yet." Let me give you an example. Entrepreneurs who started similar businesses around the same time. Both faced challenges in the early days, cash flow issues, marketing struggles, product development hurdles. But they approached these challenges very differently. The first entrepreneur had a fixed mindset when things got tough. He saw it as proof that he wasn't cut out for business. He started doubting every step. Eventually, he gave up on his dream. The second entrepreneur, however, had a growth mindset. She believed in every step she took, even the difficult ones. She saw them as opportunities to learn and improve. Cash flow issues. Time to learn more about financial management. Marketing struggles. Product development hurdles. An opportunity to innovate and stand out in the market. She thrived because of them. More resilient, more innovative. When you believe, you become unstoppable. Challenges don't break you. They make you. Setbacks don't define you. Or opportunities for growth. See effort as the path to mastery. Learn from criticism. Find lessons and inspiration in the success of others. Remember, your brain is like a muscle. The stronger it gets, and when you combine this growth mindset, you create a powerful formula for success and personal fulfillment. Believing in every step you take isn't just about moving forward. It's also about taking the time to look back, to understand the path you have traveled, to appreciate how far you have come in a rush to reach our goals, and reflect. But reflection is a powerful tool. It allows you to see patterns in your journey, to understand what's working and what isn't, to appreciate the progress you've made, and to reinforce your belief in the steps you're taking. I encourage you to make reflection a regular part of your journey. Dive into your goals, in your path towards them, or maybe it's a yearly retreat. Will you step back and look at the bigger picture of your life? And your dreams will strengthen your belief in every step. It will remind you of the challenges you have overcome, the growth you have experienced, and it will reignite your passion and your purpose when the path gets tough. As we come to the close of our time together, I want to leave you with your journey, with all its twists and turns. All its ups and downs is uniquely yours. Every step you take is a step no one else can take. Building your strength, creating your story. Believe in the power of your journey. Believe in your ability to grow, to learn, to overcome, to achieve. Because when you truly believe in every step you take, you will find that you're capable of far more than you ever. Remember, the path to your dreams. It's a journey of 1,000 steps, and every single one of those steps matters. Every single one is shaping you, moving you forward, bringing you closer to the person you're meant to be.